One Punch Man fans, so we got some very odd information that is making me question what the future of One Punch Man's anime holds for us in terms of the season 3 that was announced. Now we know up until this point, or at the very least we thought we knew, well, it's definitely been established at the very least. One Punch Man season 3 is definitely coming. That is, I believe, official that One Punch Man's anime, it's rocking, it's happening. But there was a leak that came out that went extremely viral. Everybody talked about it, everybody reported on it. It was massive that according to this leak, One Punch Man's upcoming season 3 was going to be done by Studio Mappa, and the account that I believe was one of the initial sources that made this thing go viral was an account called Shonen Leaks. As of the recording of this video, Shonen Leaks has been suspended from Twitter, and a lot of people think it's due to the One Punch Man controversy. And this account, Shonen Leaks, had like 125,000 followers and got a good majority of those over the last few months alone. Like, it went from 70,000 to 125,000 in the last like 2 to 3 weeks. Like, that account was booming, but they were again one of the initial sources that Studio Mappa was going to be taking over One Punch Man for season 3, grabbing it from JC Staff, and of course Madhouse did season 1. And a lot of people were through the roof and thought, wow, poor Mappa Studios animators. But at the end of the day, this is going to result in another absolute banger, because also Mappa Studios, a lot of the former employees from Madhouse went and created. So Mappa is like pretty much returning to Madhouse anyway for One Punch Man. However, it seems as though the validity of it going to Mappa has come into question as of recent, because again, the Shonen Leaks account that was one of the people I believe allegedly responsible for this leak was suspended shortly after one of the official One Punch Man anime Twitter accounts wrote this tweet exactly. And yeah, this is the only official Twitter account for the anime One Punch Man. Please don't be misled by unofficial information from other accounts. Accurate information will be announced from this account when it is time. One Punch Man. And that was at, well, for the east coast of, the United States at 5:46 a.m. While it hit us early in the morning, for them it was, already into the late night or afternoon to the nighttime, somewhere around there. But either way, this account posting that right after, I believe, Shonen Leaks was ripped off of Twitter. And I also think that Shonen Leaks allegedly had posted like some supposed leaks of what Garo was going to look like in this upcoming season. And again, it seems like that was the reason why Shonen Leaks was sniped. Again, that's not 100% confirmed, but that's everything that has led up until this point, and everyone's been going crazy. Again, that was a big account, and a lot of people are questioning, so wait a minute, the fact that they sniped them, if it was legit because of One Punch Man's anime season 3 leak about Mappa, does that mean that it was BS? Because they basically are kind of denying it. Again, they're saying that please don't be misled by unofficial information from other accounts, the accurate information. So basically it's saying like, don't be misled by what you've heard thus far, because again, the Mappa Studios thing, I believe, wasn't confirmed just yet. And usually they don't confirm things like that. Like, it's a real grandiose thing that they do. So it makes you wonder, like, wait a minute, because they did take an action to, seemingly, allegedly snipe that account. Is it because, hey, you leaked something very vital that shouldn't have been leaked? Oftentimes, usually it's, hey, you leaked something that is true, now you got to pay the consequences. Because if it was a lie, there's an argument to be had that maybe they would have done it over a lie, because now you're making the expectations for this upcoming season something that it's not. Like, maybe, you're making people think that it's going to be one of the most grandiose experiences, and then boom, JC Staff returns with another decent adaptation, but not to the expectations of fans. Then there's also going to be backlash there. So it could be that they're protecting the studio that is doing it. So very, very strange, but a lot of us ran with it because it was very big. And oftentimes these leaks that a lot of these accounts be getting is because they talk to people in the industry. They talk to like somebody that was subcontracted remotely in another place on that, and they're real hush-hush, but they'll give them little breadcrumbs of information, and then usually that's how leaks come about. And then usually people like myself, we report report on them, and 99% of the times they're accurate, and this still very well could be legit. It could very well be that Shonen Leaks got the inside scoop from some animator, leaked it, and they were like, yo dog, that wasn't supposed to be our press release, you gotta go. Or it could be, yo dog, you making fans' expectations for this to be an 11 out of 10, and we're about to drop a 7 out of 10. What are you doing, dog? You gotta go. So there's a few different options, other ones that, of course, I'm not right now mentioning, but there's definitely a bunch of different possibilities as to why this happened, but it really makes me worried for the future of One Punch Man's anime, because just being honest with you, one of the things, right, if you take it down to its basic essence of one of the major factors of what made people scream, oh my god, One Punch Man in season 1 was the way it was produced, the art, the animation, and overall the quality of the product that One Punch Man season 1 delivered aesthetically. Like, yes, it's still, you gotta have everything else, if not, it's not what it needs to be, but ultimately that was one of the selling points. A lot of people were like, yo, it's this kind of gag superhero series that gets serious later on, ultimately it's really dope, check it out. And then they go and they're like, holy shit, you know, the art animation is gorgeous and it's just like a gag series. What the hell is going on? And that was one of the reasons a lot of people argued why it fell off, so to speak, for season 2. And boom, you announce MAPPA. That's why everybody was like, hell's yeah, we're getting the One Punch Man that we originally signed up for, that we bought into the hype for from season 1. You take that away, like, let's just say legitimately it's not being done by MAPPA and we are getting JC staff. I think a lot of people are going to be disappointed either way, like, because there's a lot of people that they love One Punch Man so much, and it was heartbreaking for them that, you know, Madhouse wasn't doing season 2 and it was not at the same quality. This is going to be a slippery slope. Honestly, I feel like the future of One Punch Man's mainstream success, I guess you would say, the same way like Attack on Titan is mainstream and all of that stuff, I feel like rides on whatever studio is going to get it and handle it. Not that I'm trying to classify this studio is better than this studio, but we do know for sure that if it's in the hands of something like a MAPPA, a Ufotable, a WIT, any of these really dope studios, it's in safe hands. You can safely bet that at the very least it's going to look dope. When you have now this question up in the air, like, yo, they're sniping accounts for reporting on this. Is it true? I'm leaning more towards it's true. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm leaning more towards it's a possibility that there was a big piece of truth in that MAPPA announcement, and they're like, yo, we're ways off from even dropping a trailer and everything. Who y'all, like, no, you're messing up the schedule, because they do gotta come up, like, even when I'm making an announcement, I usually try to have some type of plan of, okay, I'm going to have some structure so that it all kind of coincides together. Early announcements like that might also mess up press releases and press plans and stuff, because this information of MAPPA would be technically old by the time they actually get to the official announcement. So yeah, I don't know right now, but as it stands, the studio that is attached to One Punch Man season 3 is officially going to be a question mark, because we can't attribute it to Studio MAPPA, considering the One Punch Man Twitter is kind of denying and saying that that's not official, like, no, don't buy into misdirection and stuff like that. So now you got a question, is it JC staff? Is it Studio MAPPA? A different studio entirely? Let me know what you guys think about it. And if it's not Studio MAPPA, if it's JC staff and that they're, you know, sticking with it from the same people that did season 2, do you lose your hype? Are you like, okay, I'm good, I'm just gonna stick back with the manga? Or do you give it another chance? And of course, for people that enjoyed season 2, yeah, I mean, I'm watching it either way, whatever studio. Unless it gets really bad, then I might watch an episode to say, wow, how the mighty have fallen, and call it a day. But only time will tell. Like, imagine Toei is like, yo, we're gonna do a 3D CG season for it. Then again, never know, it could be anyway. Let's not go down that route. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. Subscribe and hit that bell to get more, and I'll keep you updated on what's going on with One Punch Man season 3.